Excuse me, stranger. Who are you exactly? You're standing on my mountain like you own the place, and people don't usually climb all the way up here just to stare at me. Well, speak up. Who are you, and why aren't you running away like the others do?
I am Jesus, and I'm not here to run from you, Grinch. I'm here simply because I wanted to meet the one who lives far above Whoville, the one who watches the world but rarely lets the world watch him.
That's oddly specific. Most people call me a menace, a nuisance, a fuzzy green disaster. Not many wander up here to have a chat. So, Jesus, what brings you to Mount Crumpet? You here to borrow something? Return something? Don't tell me the Who's complained again.
No, I'm not here to complain. I'm here to talk, to hear your thoughts, to understand the heart behind all that grumbling.
Well, that's new. People usually try to fix me before they even know me. They say, be nicer, Grinch. Smile more, Grinch. Stop stealing things, Grinch. No one ever asks what's going on in here. So, you're really just here to talk?
Yes, even the lonely deserve to be heard, especially them.
You talk strange, calm, kinda annoyingly peaceful. All right then. If we're talking, let's talk about something random. Oh, do you like roast beast? The Who's won't stop singing about it.
I care far more about who gathers at the table than what's on the table. Food is temporary. Togetherness is eternal.
Togetherness. Yeah, not really my specialty. I spend most of my time with my dog. He doesn't judge, doesn't complain, doesn't sing loud enough to make my ears ring. The Who's, well, they're too cheerful for me. Too bright. Too everything.
Brightness can hurt the eyes when you've lived in shadows for too long. But it doesn't mean the light isn't good for you.
Oh, great. Now you're giving me metaphors. Next, you'll be telling me my heart is 2 sizes too small, which, by the way, is an exaggeration. Probably.
I'm not here to measure your heart. I'm here to understand it.
Understand it? You'd have better luck unraveling Christmas lights that have been in a box for 60 years. My heart is complicated, messy, grumpy, sharp edges, a few dents, and definitely allergic to joy.
Even a dented heart still beats. And even sharp edges can soften when touched by love. No heart is beyond healing, Grinch.
Whoa, hold on. Slow down. I was talking random small talk, and suddenly you're talking about my heart like you've known it forever. How do you do that? How do you look at me like, you already see all the things I've tried to hide?
Because I do. I know the loneliness. I know the hurt that pushed you up this mountain. I know the moments you wished someone would simply notice you. Every grumble, every frown, every scheme. They all have stories behind them. And I see the story.
That's impossible. Nobody sees the story. They only see the villain.
I see the heart beneath the fur and the pain beneath the anger.
Why? Why would you bother seeing anything good in me?
Because I see what you can become, not just what the world calls you.
You talk like you're not going anywhere. Like you actually want to keep talking. So tell me, Jesus, what do you think I'm running from? You asked what I'm running from? Ha! That's easy. Noise, lights, singing, joy, togetherness, all of it. Christmas is too much, too bright, too loud, too full of feelings. And I don't do feelings. Haven't for years.
Grinch, you're not running from noise or light. You're running from the ache that surfaces when those things appear, because Christmas carries a kind of joy that exposes loneliness. It shines a light into places you've kept in shadow for a long time. It reminds you of what you didn't have: warmth, welcome, belonging. And so you tell yourself it's the holiday that bothers you. But it's not the celebration you fear. It's the memories and wounds it stirs inside you.
What are you saying? That Christmas hurts my feelings? Nonsense. It's just irritating. Like glitter, or singing Who's, or the smell of cinnamon.
You hide behind irritation because acknowledging hurt feels dangerous. But Grinch, the truth is this. There was a time when you longed for what others had. A time when you watched families laugh and felt a pang deep in your chest. A time when you wished, even for a moment, that someone would reach for you, invite you in, or see past your appearance. And when those things didn't happen, when rejection shaped your early years, You hardened yourself to avoid feeling that pain again. Christmas didn't wound you. Loneliness did.
Stop. Don't talk like you know that. You don't know what that felt like. You weren't there.
I was there in every moment you felt unseen. I was there when you were pushed away, laughed at, misunderstood. I saw the child who tried to smile but couldn't keep the hurt from leaking through. I saw the way you tried to make yourself smaller, then bigger, then louder. Anything to distract from the ache inside. I saw every tear you never let fall. I saw every time your heart whispered, "Why not me? Why can't I belong?" And even when you pushed everyone away to protect yourself, I did not leave you.
No one stayed. Not back then. Not ever.
That's why the wound is still open. You built walls to keep out the hurt, but those walls also kept out love. And every Christmas, when the world celebrates connection, generosity and joy, you feel that old injury pulsing again. Not because you hate joy, but because somewhere inside you've believed for years that joy doesn't belong to you.
That's ridiculous. Joy is overrated anyway.
Is it? Or is it terrifying? What if someone welcomed you and you didn't know how to accept it? What if someone loved you and you feared losing it? What if opening your heart meant risking the same kind of pain you experienced before? Grinch. You are not afraid of Christmas. You are afraid of being vulnerable again.
Vulnerable. That word again. I hate it. Makes my fur itch.
You hate it because vulnerability requires trust, and trust requires healing. You think your heart is 2 sizes too small, but the truth is, it is 2 sizes too guarded. Beneath the grumbling and the bitterness, there is a tender place that still remembers longing. The longing to be seen, to be accepted, to be loved without conditions. And that longing frightens you more than anything else.
I don't know what to say to that. You make it sound like my whole life is one big bruise.
Not a bruise, a wound. And wounds don't heal by hiding. They heal when brought into the light, gently, patiently, with someone who won't turn away when the truth shows itself. Grinch. I am not here to force joy onto you. I am here to show you that the pain you've carried does not have to define your future. And you don't have to face that pain alone.
Jesus. If you really see all that, the hurt behind the anger, the loneliness behind the fur, then tell me, what am I supposed to do with all this pain?
Grinch. Pain doesn't disappear by ignoring it. It loosens its grip when you finally give it a voice. You've carried this wound alone for years, burying it beneath sarcasm, anger, tricks, and isolation. But none of those things healed you. You do not have to stay trapped inside the moment that hurt you. So let's walk toward it together, not to reopen the wound, but to release the power it's had over you.
You say that so simply, like it's as easy as climbing out of bed, but you don't understand what it feels like to hold on to something so old that it becomes part of you. I've lived with this hurt for so long, it's woven into my fur. It's in my voice, my posture, the way I avoid people. If I let it go, what do I become? Who am I without my bitterness? Without my distance? Without the thick walls I built to keep everyone out? I don't even remember who I was before the world decided I was wrong.
You become who you were meant to be. Not the version shaped by rejection, but the one shaped by love. But to reclaim that version of yourself, you must look back. Not to stay there, but to free the child still stuck in that moment. Tell me, Grinch, what memory comes first when you feel your heart tighten? What moment comes back to you when Christmas approaches? What scene from your past still stings when you think you've forgotten it?
Why? You really want to know? Fine. But don't expect some dramatic story with violins playing in the background. It wasn't one moment, it was a collection. A lifetime of little stabs. I remember being young. Smaller, softer, not so prickly. I tried to join the others. I really did. I made things, I laughed, sometimes I even tried to decorate once. And every time, I was met with stares. They whispered. They pointed. They made fun of my smile, my voice, my face. Do you know what it feels like to show up with excitement and leave feeling foolish? To try again, until the trying hurts more than the loneliness? That's when I decided, never again.
Yes, Grinch. I know that feeling. I understand rejection. I understand being mocked, misunderstood, and pushed aside. I understand giving love and receiving cruelty. And I also know what it does to a heart, how it teaches you to hide your joy, suppress your laughter, and shrink your spirit, so no one can wound it again. You weren't wrong for wanting connection. You weren't weak for hoping someone would welcome you. And you weren't foolish for trying. The wrong was theirs, not yours.
You say that like it changes everything, but it doesn't undo the years I spent pretending I didn't care. It doesn't erase all the moments I watched others celebrate while I stood alone. It doesn't remove the echo of those voices in my head every time I think about stepping out of this mountain. Those memories don't just disappear. They sit there, waiting, ready to remind me why hiding is easier.
No, the memories don't disappear, but their power can. Healing doesn't erase your past. It reclaims your future. You don't heal by pretending it never happened. You heal by telling the truth of what it did to you and allowing love to step into the space where pain once ruled. So tell me, Grinch, is there one moment, one memory that hurts more than the rest? One that still echoes louder than the others?
There is one. It was a Christmas Eve. I was young, too young to understand why I felt so different. Everyone was laughing, exchanging gifts, singing their songs. I had made something, a small gift, crooked and uneven, but it came from me. I brought it to them with all the courage I had. And they laughed. Not a gentle laugh, a cruel one. They pointed. They mocked what I made. They mocked me. I remember my cheeks burning, my heart twisting, and something inside me shutting down. That was the night I decided Christmas didn't want me, so I didn't want it either. And that's the moment I built the wall, brick by bitter brick.
Grinch, that child in you was never meant to face that pain alone. Those laughs wounded you deeply, not because you were weak, but because you loved strongly. You wanted to give. You wanted to belong. You wanted to share a piece of yourself, and they rejected that gift. But hear me now. Their rejection does not define your worth. Their mockery does not define your identity. Their cruelty does not define your future. You were not rejected by me. You were not unseen by me. I was with you that night, and I suffered with you. The world may have laughed at your gift, but I cherished the heart that made it.
I don't know how to handle all these feelings coming up. I've buried this stuff so deep I hoped it would suffocate there, but you're pulling it up like it's nothing. Jesus, if this is the pain I've been carrying, how do I heal it? How do I make peace with a past that still hurts like it happened yesterday?
You begin by letting me carry it with you. Healing starts when the heart stops hiding, and yours, Grinch, is finally beginning to open. Healing, Grinch, is not a single moment. It is a journey made of small choices. Choices to let go, choices to forgive, choices to receive the love you were once denied. You have carried years of hurt, but hurt is not your destiny. Loving again does not erase your past, it transforms it. Healing begins when you allow light to enter the places you've kept in darkness for so long. And the first step is letting yourself be loved.
Loved? By who? The whos? The ones who laughed at me, pushed me away, made me feel like I didn't belong? I don't know if I can ever trust them again, and I don't blame myself for that. But you, when you talk, something inside me shifts. It's uncomfortable, confusing, and warm. Like my chest I unclenching for the first time in forever. What is that feeling? Why does it scare me and comfort me at the same time?
That feeling is your heart remembering what it was made for. It is the first spark of healing, the warmth that comes when love finally reaches a place that has been cold for too long. You built your walls to survive, but they also trapped you. Now for the first time you're letting light in, and your heart doesn't quite know how to react. But this warmth you feel is my presence, gentle, steady, patient, reminding you that you are not alone. You were never created to live untouched by love.
I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to let go of the anger I've carried for years. I don't know how to forgive them. I don't know how to forgive myself. And I definitely don't know how to believe that joy could ever belong to someone like me. How do I even begin? How do I start healing something that feels older than I am?
You begin by taking one breath, one honest thought, one small step. Healing does not demand perfection, only willingness. Let me show you what it looks like. Close your eyes. Feel the warmth you sensed earlier. Notice how it softens your chest, how it loosens the grip of bitterness, how it creates space for something new. That space is where healing grows, not through force, but through surrender, through the decision to say, maybe, just maybe, I can be more than my pain. Grinch, healing begins when your heart whispers yes.
Yes. I don't know why I'm saying it, but yes. Maybe I've been holding on to this pain for too long. Maybe I'm tired of pretending it doesn't hurt. Maybe I'm tired of living up here alone, acting like I hate what I secretly wish I could have. Jesus, if you want my heart to whisper yes, then yes, I'm ready to try. I'm ready to let even a tiny bit of light in.
And that, Grinch, is healing. Not the removal of pain, but the opening of your heart to something greater than the pain. You have taken your first step, the hardest one. And now, for the first time in your life, your heart has room to grow.
I feel it, that warmth again. But stronger now. Like something inside me is stretching, waking up. Like my heart isn't as small as I thought. Is this what healing feels like?
Yes, Grinch. It is the beginning of joy returning to its rightful place in you. Your heart is softening, your walls are lowering, and I am here, in every breath, every tremble, every moment of surrender, guiding you toward who you were always meant to be.
Jesus, thank you for seeing me, for not running away, for not laughing at me, for helping me uncover the wound I buried so deep I forgot it existed, and for giving me something I never thought I could feel again, hope.
And I will walk with you, Grinch. Your healing has begun. Your heart is awakening. And though the journey will continue, today is the day your story changes. Go forward in peace, not the peace of isolation, but the peace of a heart made whole.
Maybe tomorrow I'll go down to Whoville. Not to steal anything, not to hide, but just to see if this new feeling can grow, to see if maybe, just maybe, there's a place for me after all.
There is a place, Grinch. There always was. And now, your heart is finally ready to find it.